Braylon's quick thinking and courageous actions saved the lives of her family.
In July, neighborhood news reporter Alexis Scott introduced us to 5-year-old Braylon Ramirez. She woke up to tell her family their house was on fire. Days later, the mayor, city council, and firefighters who rushed to put the fire out honored Braylon for her heroic act.
I told you that day was a good job. You did a real good job. Keep up the good work. See ya.
Do you like to drink Dr. Pepper? I mean, do you really like to drink Dr. Pepper? In August, neighborhood news reporter Iran Hammy introduced us to the Torres family. They were visiting the Dr. Pepper Museum in Waco and decided to enter a drawing for a year's supply of Dr. Pepper. Does anybody ever really win these sweepstakes drawings? The Torreses did.
I said, what, score?
Yeah, love Dr. Pepper, so I was excited.
So,
how often do you guys usually have some Dr. Pepper?
Every day. But the diet.
In August, the troubleshooters reported on Jocelyn Davis and how she and her sons moved into this house on Chestnut.
CCISD was about to start, and this family was on the side of the road. It was a 15-year-old boy who had his mattress on the side of Weber Road, and his mother was there. They looked like they had third-degree burns, and I wanted to make sure that, you know, every kid has a good start to school, and they have to have a shelter over their head.
You'd never met him before?
No.
He just walked up to you?
Right.
Okay. Eric Dunches is the frontman for a popular local social media blog. He set up a GoFundMe to help Davis pay the rent for the first 6 months. But Davis says she lived here for months without water and air conditioning. She wasn't working, didn't have any transportation, and her bills weren't getting paid. So Dunches tried to evict her. They wound up in Judge Tim McCoy's court.
But if you don't have an interest in the property, you don't have, and you haven't shown any evidence of right to possession of the property, so the eviction's denied.
The troubleshooters were able to eventually help Davis get other housing.
Jesus, thank you for this time, and Lord, just for this crew.
Also in August, neighborhood news reporter Tony Jaramillo showed us what players from Miller and Veterans Memorial did before their big football game. They read the Bible and prayed together. These students are part of Young Life, a Christian ministry group focused on youth.
It means a lot, you know, just showing how two, you know what I'm saying, rivals could come together and be friendly and be civil with each other. It shows what kind of kids we are and what kind of mentalities we have towards the Lord.
These people didn't know one another until they saw our troubleshooter story in October. But as soon as David Soto, Darren Reynoso, Eric Noel, Tyrone Young, and his wife Ramona saw the story, they decided to follow their hearts.
The plumbing was in very, very bad conditioning. And I went ahead and replaced all the new waste piping, new P-traps, new water lines at no charge for the customer.
Eric Noel is a plumber. Okay, let's stop right there.
Okay.
Key phrase there, at no charge for the customer.
Correct, no charge.
Why? Why?
I was just led by the Lord and Savior to pay it forward.
Sadie Salinas first called the troubleshooters for help after she'd hired a contractor named Robert Lowy, paid him nearly $5,000 as a down payment for a room addition. He promised her he could have the job done in 2 weeks, just in time for her new baby. But Lowy didn't keep his promise, yet he blamed everything on the Salinases. Why you? Why? Yeah, that's the one we're going to help. Why?
Well, sometimes it ain't us. Sometimes it's just you get called to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it touch you in a way, you know what I mean? It just touched you and compel you to go see what you can do.
In November, neighborhood news reporter Aaron Holly introduced us to Mark the Ring King. Steve and Tiffany Aijan were enjoying a romantic weekend getaway.
Out of nowhere, a big wave just came and snatched all 3 of our rings.
The Aijans were able to find Steve's wedding ring, but Tiffany's engagement ring and wedding band were nowhere to be found, so they returned back home to San Antonio, ringless and defeated.
There, you hear that?
Until a complete stranger heard Steve and Tiffany's cry for help.
I'll know this is a quarter before I dig it. I'm not in it for the money. It's all about the return and all the emotions that go with it.
So we hope we've brightened your day even just a little bit. From all of us here at Chris 6 News to all of you, Happy holidays. I'm Andy Lascano.